welcome to your reading. I am so happy to be back here. I know that it's been a while. I've been sort of inconsistent with my content. I have been dealing with some hormone stuff for the past year, and yeah, it's just been, sometimes I just have to take breaks. So I'm just going to say that. So to everyone who is a returning subscriber, I appreciate you sticking around. And if you are new to the channel, thank you so much for stopping by. And please be sure to like, subscribe, comment, share, etc. Okay, so we're going to take a look at what's happening for you in the next month. I really like to make my readings timeless, but I am recording this right before April. So, okay, let's go ahead and get this started. All right, Libra. Okay. You have the Four of Wands. You have the Two of Swords, and you have the Hanged Man. Okay, and the Seven of Pentacles is on the bottom of the deck. I definitely am kind of seeing here that you're going to have a decision moving forward. It could have to do with the home, leaving a home, and maybe you could be feeling like there's some delays or you're just unsure. We're going to take a look at what's going on. But I do feel like you end up finding the thing that works with that Six of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. Like, you end up finding the balance, the harmony, the right choice. You end up receiving, what you've asked for, but it's like you're kind of unsure and maybe you just don't see it. Like, you just don't see it coming. The Star card started to pop out, so I am going to get that. Especially because Two of Swords just came out again. And Judgment. Judgment was trying to pop out whenever I was shuffling. Okay, and the Emperor is on the bottom of the deck. I don't know if you can see that. I'm working on this, new, I'm going to just cover the Two of Swords because honestly, it came out twice and I'll just look at it in a minute. Okay, so we're going to clarify each one of these cards. With this Judgment and the Star card, it's like, I don't know, it just kind of looks like fate intervenes. And even though you feel, it is so funny because over here under the Emperor is the Tower card is poking out. So I'm like, okay, like clearly fate intervenes, and it's like what you've been waiting for actually like comes in. It's unexpected because you have the Ace of Cups here, and it's like it's helping you move past indecision, stagnancy, that kind of thing. Yeah, I mean, with this Four of Wands clarified by the Eight of Cups and the Queen of Wands, I do feel like you're gonna be leaving something behind. It could be a home, like it could be that you want to move homes, and it's like, but you're needing to have the courage to believe in yourself, to believe that that you're capable, that it's possible. I'm also feeling like with that, hold on a second. I don't want to go too much into them until I get all the cards out. But I mean, it definitely looks like kind of what ends up happening for you is that you just end up feeling this inextricable belief in yourself, and it propels you forward. That's what I'm getting mostly right now. Okay. So to start your reading here, we do have the Four of Wands. Let's see. I'm going to do it like this. We'll just go into those in a second. So you do have this Four of Wands. And that's clarified by the Eight of Cups, the Queen of Wands. Moving this stuff over. And the Lover's card. Okay, I want to kind of sit here for just a second. What I'm seeing, like what I'm drawn to first, this Queen of Wands, like what I heard was that you realize you're holding your own power and that it is time to let something go. I don't know why I just heard sleeping dogs lie. I don't really even know what that means, but um so that may be for somebody, but okay. Anyway, so this Queen of Wands is like you hold your power, and with this Lovers, like this person is looking at themselves in the mirror, right? And it's like, I feel like you're starting to see yourself very clearly. You're seeing yourself in a whole new light. You're seeing yourself from a lighter perspective. And, it's like with that, like it's providing you with the energy to make this change, this movement in your life. The Magician. It's like I said, it's like you have the power source, and like you can make this happen. Like I just get the sense that there's been an issue around believing in yourself. Like there's been an issue around trusting your ability, trusting your capabilities, whatever. Like I feel that now you're starting to see that. You're starting to believe in yourself. I also heard home sweet home. So I mean, I really do feel like there's something that's sort of destined to happen as far as like a move goes. Or some like a transition, but it's like you're like with this star and the Judgment card is like your overall energies here. It's like you're coming back from the dead, or you're coming back from a place of just being tired and that stagnant energy, like you're coming out of it. It's very, the spring does that to us. Like, the winter can kind of put us in this energy of just like being tired all the time, or we're just dealing with a lot of things in regards to our shadow, like this mirror work. Like there are things that we, have to take a look at because, winter is all about going within. And now it's like you're moving forward, and you may not fully know where you're going because this person is walking towards the moon, and the moon can be things that are hidden and that kind of thing. You may not fully know where you're going, but it's like that wherever it is, it's towards the sun. Look at this. This is crazy. These two moons right here, and then these two suns right here. I mean, it's kind of it's a fireball that looks like a sun, and then this Magician right here is holding the fireball. So it's like you have the power, you have the light, and you are moving in that direction, like regardless of whether or not it's clear to you. Because remember this Two of Swords, like regardless of whether or not it's clear exactly where you're going, you know that you're going, and you know that wherever you land, it's gonna be the right space in your life. Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, I mean, honestly, this is where you're going. You're going towards the Nine of Pentacles. Like, you're going towards, like, independence and stability in your life. It could be financial prosperity. The Wheel of Fortune on the bottom of the deck with the Three of Swords underneath that and the Chariot. It's like it's like you're leaving behind the strife, or you're leaving behind a restriction that you've been dealing with. It could have been a heartache, grief. It could have just been health stuff, etc. But it's like you're separating yourself, and you're definitely moving forward, and you're in like prime attraction energy with Queen of Wands and the Magician. Like you are in prime attraction energy. Tell me about this Lovers. The Ace of Wands. Now, I mean, with this energy, I feel like Taurus had a similar energy. Like, this could have to do with a new lover that comes into the picture. Like, you attract this person. Like, you're very attractive, that kind of thing. But it also can just be like you really taking an honest like look at like what your desire is and pursuing it fiercely. Fiercely. Five of Cups. So with the Five of Cups, I mean, it's like the Five of Cups can obviously be, you know, loss, regret, grief, that kind of thing. So there could be things that you have been regretting from the past. Yeah, Five of Pentacles. Like, there are things that you regret, or that, you know, you feel like there was a loss or a sense of failure even that you've experienced. And, you know, you may have been holding on to that for a while. And now, you know, and you were resting and you just kind of were processing that kind of thing. But then you start to realize that it is like weighing you down, and it's time to move past it and start to look towards the Two Cups here. You know, the Five of Cups is all about perspective. You know, it's about switching things around to see the opportunity instead of the problem. And the Queen of Wands and this choice, like the Lover's card and this Ace of Wands, I feel like it's like you start to see the solution and you forge a way forward. Is that how you say that? Literally, I was shuffling and the Two of Cups almost came out. You are moving, like you move towards the Two of Cups. Like you're in unity with the universe and you're making things happen. And it looks like with the Star and the Judgment card that it definitely has to do with divine timing. It's like you were supposed to experience this. You were supposed to experience a period in your life where you felt like things just weren't working out for you, and you started to wonder what the hell. You know, you could have been doing work with the moon, like releasing things, manifesting new things into your life, and you were just kind of focused on that change that you needed for yourself. And you were, you know, you were processing, you know, things that have happened and the losses and the grief and the regret, and you were dreaming. And now it's like you've gone through this period of processing, and now you have like this energy, right? All of this vitality to really, you know, move forward and create with this Magician card, like create and manifest and, you know, use that power, use your resources to make something happen in your life. King of Pentacles. Yeah, and this could have to do with your money. Like, this could have to do with, you know, going after that position or that you've been wanting. Or it could have to do, like, if you have your own business, like, you know, using your power. The Magician card. The Magician has all of the resources. You know, it's the cups, the wands, the pentacles, and the swords. Like, has the thoughts, has the yeah, the skill, you know, has the ideas, the skill, the drive and determination, and also has the connection with spirit, or, you know, with this person, with the Magician's emotional state, like what is most fulfilling, right? And it's like you're going to be using all of those tools to pursue this, right? To pursue this stability in your life, this home, this job, etc. Like I'm just getting this unstoppable kind of energy, which was very similar to Taurus. And honestly, look, the Emperor's on the bottom of the deck over here with the Six of Wands over here, and then the Six of Pentacles. So it's like, and the King of Wands is under the Six of Pentacles. I'm telling you, there's just this energy in you where you're just like, it's time. It's time. I've done enough processing, and I've done enough healing, and I've done enough growing, and we're never really done growing. But you've done your due diligence for now. And now it's time to pursue, okay? And then I feel like you have just this new opportunity that comes into your life, this fresh new beginning. Yeah, Six of Pentacles. Like, it's like you get what you've been asked, what you've asked the universe for. Like, it starts to come to fruition for you. I don't know why I'm struggling to get my words out today. I mean, it could be because of the Two of Swords came out twice, and there's like confusion. Like, you have some confusion, and I mean, and understandably so. You have some confusion, and that, that happens sometimes. I mean, and speaking of confusion, I mean, right here we have this two of Swords again, right? It's like you just don't really see fully the way forward, but you know that where you've been and everything you've been processing, it's time to leave it behind, because it's time to move forward, regardless of specifically where that is. You know what I mean? I feel like you have an idea. You may just kind of struggle with like the how and why of it, like how it's gonna happen, or not why, but when, how and when of it. It could be why too. I mean, the why could definitely be a factor here. Like, why did I have to go through what I had to go through? Like, why did I have to get to a point of just feeling like I was emotionally bankrupt and I just wasn't connected to my life anymore, And that could be a question that you've been asking yourself. The Hermit. I definitely feel like with this Two of Swords and the Hermit card, it's like I feel like there was a maturation process, and especially with this King of Cups, and we always have maturation processes. It doesn't matter how old we are. I had somebody tell me yesterday, do not confuse wisdom with old age and exhaustion. And I just started laughing at that, because I was like, exactly, just because you get older in your life does not mean that you have it together. Does not mean that you're mature. Does not mean that you know. That does not mean you're wise. Like, we're always learning things. We are always growing and evolving. And so there was an area of your life that required more wisdom from you. And I do feel like you found the light. You found the light at the end of the tunnel. Even if you don't fully know where the hell that is, you have found it. Like your other cards that we just talked about. You went from the moon energy. You went from the darkness energy towards the light with that Queen of Wands and that Magician and that Ace of Wands and what was that other card? Oh, I don't remember. But you know what I mean? It's like you found that light, that ball of fire that is helping propel you forward, out of a darker time, or just a feeling of, is this all there freaking is? And it's helped you to really mature, like, because whenever we mature, it's like we're able to take an honest look at like ourselves, like what we could have done differently, and what things need to change in our life, and how we can do that, how we can use our resources to make that happen. And I feel like you're in a position now where you've gotten more mature and you've gotten wiser, excuse me, and it's like you know how to handle things, excuse me, you know how to handle things even when you don't fully see the way forward, or you don't fully see the answer. Or if you're just confused, like how to compose yourself. And you have the Six of Cups that just popped out, which I think was just like an extra message. But it was like you overcame things from the past that kept you from feeling like you were gonna I may have to get some water. I'm sorry. Okay, so in the past you may have what was I saying? I was saying something like that you're going to be okay no matter what happens. And that's just like that true like faith in yourself and the faith in the universe type of energy that is very King of Cups for me, and this Hermit energy of just like trusting the light within, trusting your guiding light, trusting the guidance from your spirit guides. And even if you don't fully see where you're going right now, you have this faith. I mean, you just have faith. And that's all you can really do. Now, I mean, this Two of Swords, you could also have two like two choices in your life and you're unsure of which choice to make. And I do feel like that's where like this wisdom comes and this experience. And when you think about King of Cups, like he has a lot of, you know, experience in life. I mean, kings do, right? They have, because they're older and they just have more life experience. And I feel like with this King of Cups, it's like hold on. I'm like trying to get the words together. So it's like, you know that the choice that you make is going to be connected to what like spirit and the universe wants for you, or like what is divine for you, right? Because we are always co-creating with the universe. There are some things that just are not meant for us, right? And this has to do, and we can manifest and manifest all day long, but if it is just simply not meant for us in this lifetime, it's not meant for us. And I feel like with this King of Cups and this Hermit card, you're very wise to what is meant for you. Like you have a deep emotional, spiritual understanding of what is meant for you. And so you could have two choices here, and you know, and you're just kind of unsure. But I feel like the progression here is that you figure it out. Like you do end up seeing the Judgment card. You know, you do end up becoming very aware of what you're supposed to do or where you're supposed to go. And the other thing is that wherever you land, that it's the right place, okay? I mean, there's definitely that Knight of Wands card is movement, but it also has to do with just like enjoying the journey with that Knight of Wands. Yeah. Tell me about it. Wonderful. Wow, that is so cool. Oh my gosh, I love it. So yeah, this King of Cups has overcome ruin. Like absolute ruin. And in this time of despair and hardship, and just feeling just broken down, right? And processing all this stuff, you know, like you found emotional balance and a stronger connection with yourself and your higher power. And that makes it so much easier for you to flow with the ebb and flow of the universe, right? And then now you have choices that start to open up for you. And now you have this drive and this determination, but it's also backed by just like enjoying the journey, and like wherever you land is wherever you land, and like just sort of being okay with that and not wanting to control the circumstances. And then this Judgment is clarified by the Death card. Do you see how the Death card is underneath the Judgment card? Like you are literally rising up out of this ruin, out of death. It's like the universe is kind of like saving you. See how all these mermaids are saving these sea turtles and birds, and it's like, you know, the universe has like saved you, is lifting you out of that experience and showing you a new way, showing you the light, showing you how to move towards the light and out of the darker energy, right? And you may not fully understand the intricacies of it, but when you look back on this time, you're going to see how everything threaded together. And as I'm doing this, I'm looking at everything threads together. Wow, that's really it's really beautiful. Oh my gosh, I love it. Like I honestly feel like these two cards kind of want to go together. Because it's like this little wavy, you know, this air, and then it just kind of comes up, and it's like this is air energy, and it's stale and it's dry and it's cold. But this is watery. Like this, I feel like they're in the water, but I mean it's Scorpio energy, so it's watery. And then it turns more fluid, right? And it's no longer cold and dry and stale and, you know, infringed with loneliness and despair even, or just being in your head too much, or just feeling, you know, this drained energy, right? Like this Eight of Cups. Here's like you are rising up out of the dead. I mean, and this is a very like beginning of spring type of energy, right? Like, isn't that how we all kind of feel? Just a little bit like at the end of Pisces season. We're like, okay, universe, we have had enough. Like, it's time. We're ready for spring. Oh my gosh. So, yeah. All right, the Hanged Man. This is kind of what's coming in for you here. You do have the Page of Pentacles and the Moon card and the Queen of Cups. So you actually have two Pisces energies here and two Cancers, because the Moon is Cancer and Pisces. And what I'm kind of getting is that, like, seeds that you sowed during Pisces season, you start to see they come to fruition now. And I also get this, like, energy of, like, love and self-compassion for yourself, giving yourself grace for your darkness, your darker times, your shadow times, or for your shadow, like, it's like I don't know, I also just saw these, like, notes, like the song of the soul, like you could be listening to music that is really healing for your soul right now, like you know, you're just feeling, it's like you're feeling, hold on, I'm trying to think of how to say this. It's like you're feeling like, yes, I've done things, I've said things, I've experienced things, and they may have sucked when they were happening. But, like, the song of the soul, like, the language of the heart, it's like you find people, okay, got two messages. You find people who understand you and speak the same language as you and just understand the song of your soul. But not only that, you understand the song of your soul even more. Like, maybe because it's like through failure and hardship and loss and grief is where we most find ourselves. It's like where we find the things in us that, you know, need to evolve, or we find our connection with spirit. It is in those moments of despair that we become more open. You know what I mean? And you honestly could understand the song of your soul so much deeper now because of what you've gone through. And now you're giving yourself this grace and compassion and understanding. I mean, the Judgment energy, you are rising above, right? The Hanged Man, you got Two of Cups. The High Priestess. Ten of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. Oh wait, another card flipped over. A couple cards flipped over. Wait a second. Was that the only one? Okay, well, the Moon is clarified by 4 cards. Oh my gosh. Libra, this is so... Okay, so like I was saying, this High Priestess here, in this Moon, you understand the song of your soul so much more. Also, you could have met somebody in Pisces season, or you could be dealing with the Pisces. You know, like there could be like a connection that happens here, or like a reconnecting, or there's like just sort of an evolving of the connection with somebody with this Page of Pentacles. This can be like meeting for coffee, or, you know, for dinner, that kind of thing with that Page of Pentacles. It can be just also a new beginning, a fresh start, and we do see that more as I come over here to clarify. But I also feel like you may not see this person right now, or you may not even know that this person has like feelings for you, because this High Priestess here and this Moon I'm seeing. But additionally, it's like you could have also not met this person yet. Like because I remember, yeah, the Page of Swords. Okay. Temperance card and the Page of Swords is here. So, like, this person you could have met, like, back in Sagittarius season or Pisces season, or, like, they saw you online, or they've been watching you, or you connected with them between those seasons. And, you know, it could have just been sort of a, you know, just a very like simple connection, or just like something very small, right? Like something as simple as swiping on a dating site and sending a message, and you either didn't see it or you didn't respond to it yet, because maybe because you were focusing on some other things, etc., etc., right? But it's like I get the sense that like you didn't see them, or you don't see them, or you didn't see it like a message, okay? So, I mean, take that how it resonates, but I feel very much like you have this opportunity for like a romantic connection that comes in, and it could really even feel like like it's on a soul level. Now, for those of you who are dealing with somebody, excuse me, guys, dealing with somebody from the past, you know, somebody that you have a lot of baggage with, the Ace of Pentacles was underneath, or that came out with this Ten of Wands here. And I feel like you're able to overcome that. Like there's more security and stability there. You know, there could be more emotional maturity even from this person or yourself or both of you, right? Um I also got like discovering the treasure. So it doesn't, if this is not somebody that you've had past dealings with, it's like you find the treasure in this person. You have the Two of Swords here and the Empress. Now, I feel like part of you is unsure, and it could be like that you're unsure about. Two of Swords keeps coming out for you, Libra. And it's like you're weighing out the options, right? I know that's normally Two of Pentacles, but like when I think of like Libra energy and the scales, you know, it's like I feel like mentally you will be like, you know, doing the pros and cons, you know. And I feel like it has to do with this Ten of Wands and the Moon card, because it's like what is swimming around in your subconscious. It's like the things that you have dealt with, and you know, you are in tune with the song of your soul, and you know what's good for you now, or you have a better idea of what's good for you. And I feel like you don't want to make the same mistakes. I was going to say any mistakes, but we're always going to make mistakes. And it's like you don't want to make the same mistakes. But at the same time, you don't want to be too much in your head about it either, because of this Empress here. And this Empress is just like being tapped into the divine flow of abundance, and just truly like believing, like having faith that, like, you know, what's good for you is going to come to you, you know, like, or what you've been putting into the universe is going to come back to you, right? And I do feel like when you're going over here from this Two of Cups, and then you have this Ace of Pentacles here, and you have this Ten of Cups, it's like there's a progression of energy in regards to a connection. Now, like I said before, with this Judgment energy right here, this could be somebody returning from the past. But I know not everybody is waiting on somebody from the past. I mean, I know for me, I don't sit around and wait on anybody anymore. Like I've just moved forward, right? And so that I feel like is not going to be for everybody. You know, this could definitely be a new connection. But it's like it's kind of like with this star energy right here, it's like you don't, and all that Two of Wands or Two of Swords, it's like you don't really see it coming, but like there's sort of a divine intervention that happens, I guess, like where like this person just like randomly pops in your life, and like I said, you may have seen or talked to them, or they noticed you back between like Sagittarius season and Pisces season, and you may not have really paid them any mind because you were doing your own thing, whatever. um but like it's like the divine is kind of stepping in and saying, okay, here it is. Right? And it's like what you're gonna do with that, I do feel like depends on you though, Libra, because it's like, are you going to let your subconscious win out, which is going to be your fears, right? The fears of past repeating itself. Or are you going to embrace new beginnings? Are you going to embrace the treasure from the universe, right? hold on a second. I actually want to get... Ace of Swords. Yeah. Ace of Swords, Four of Wands on the bottom of the deck. I definitely feel like you're going to end up cutting through these two, you know, it's like these two thoughts, you know, these opposing thoughts, the war with yourself and your mind about whether or not you should proceed. I do feel like you end up, you know, cutting through that, and it's like you start to allow it to happen. Like you allow things to unfold. You allow your happiness. And you know what? That's the thing. Like a lot of people, you guys, like really don't, like intrinsically do not believe that they are worthy and deserving of happiness. And that's where we see a lot of self-sabotage. Y'all, the Ace of Cups just came out. That's where we see, oh my God, Four of Cups on the bottom of the deck. This is what I'm saying. Like, believe that they're not deserving of happiness because they don't think that they're enough, or they're still hanging on to things that they've done in the past. And, you know, and they just have this sort of remorse, regret, humdrum kind of mindset about things, because it's like, well, you know, I'm never going to be able to be good enough for that or whatever. And the thing about it is that we all are. I mean, we all are. We are not our mistakes. We are not our mistakes. I feel like I have to say that again. We are not our past. And we are deserving of happiness. You are deserving of happiness, Libra. And maybe there was a time that you felt like you were rejecting happiness. Like it could be with another person or just in general, because of one of two things, because you were so scared the past was going to repeat itself, or you truly did not believe that you deserved happiness. And I do feel like you start to open up to it. It's like, I do feel like you end up overcoming that mindset, because you do deserve happiness. We all deserve happiness. You know? I mean, there are people who've made a lot of really bad mistakes and they're not so great people. You know what I mean? And you know, I don't want to go into that, but, you know, but that doesn't mean that they don't deserve to be happy. I mean, they may deserve their karma, but you know what I mean? Like we deserve happiness. We do. I feel like Spirit wants us to be happy, joyous, and free. And I do feel like you get this opportunity. Oh my gosh, I just looked down at Seven of Swords. It's like you psych yourself out of happiness. And why do you do that? Because you do deserve it, you know? And I just feel like it comes down to a level of distrust, either in you and, you know, your ability. Like you may feel like, I'm just going to screw this up, or just distrust in the universe, bringing you something that's actually going to give you long-term happiness because of everything that you've been through. I just opened a cleansing waters. Purification activates vibrant life force. You are being purified, and that is beautiful. It's like you needed to be purified so that you could surrender to the journey and release control. Healing energy flows through you. See, I think that's beautiful. It's like you end up realizing that you are coming from a much more healed space, choosing your path. And that's the thing. Okay, you're coming from a much more healed space. And you're different now, Libra. You're different now. So, you know, so things are going to be different for you because you're different now, you know? And you may have felt like you had to surrender to everything that had happened in your life and go through this process of healing and, you know, processing and all of that. And now you're at a choice point in your life, you know, where you get to choose your path. Are you going to choose the path that is driven by your subconscious or your self-consciousness? Or are you going to choose the path that is, you know, lit up for you with the sunlight of the Spirit and is showing you the way forward towards happiness and joyousness and freedom. You know, like, I do feel like it's like the choice is yours, but you have to release the control. And the control, I feel like, could center right in your mind where you end up, you know, thinking about it and then being at odds with yourself mentally. So that's what I have for you, Libra. I hope that this helped. If you're looking for a personal session, you can book that down below. I appreciate you guys stopping by. Please be sure to like, subscribe, share, comment, etc. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.